Welcome back to another Minetest mod review. Today we are looking at the area containers mod, which adds these giant gray area containers. And you can place them in the world and then right click on them and go inside. So let's start off with some of the important little bits. So crafting, this mod by default supports Minetest game or Mineclone 2. In Minetest game, at least, this is the craft recipe: meese block in the center, steel blocks around that, and then steel ingots in the corners, and that'll give you an area container. And then there's also a key and a lock, and you can use these. So I'll just go ahead and place this container here, and then I'm going to go ahead and lock this container, so now I own it. And then you can punch it with a key, and then you can give this key to another person, and it'll let them get access into the container. This one over here is also locked. Let me put one down that's not locked. I mean, I can't really demo this too well, so it just says area container. If it's not a locked one, anybody could get in or out of that. So yeah. When you place one of these, you get a empty box here. I didn't count off how big it is. You may notice that it is kind of like glowing all by itself, or self-illuminated, I suppose. Ooh, you know what I wonder would happen? Put an area container inside of an area container. Oh, that's kind of crazy, man. Yeah, so the walls themselves actually emit light. The walls, floor, ceiling, so that's why there's no need for light necessarily in here. We can, what's the word I'm looking for here? We can interact with the outside world by using these 6 different ports, I suppose you can call them, and I can actually demo where those are located here. So you'll notice we have A, C, B, well, whatever, A, B, C, and D around the outer perimeter of it, and those ones can have mesecon or digiline signals sent through them, which is why they have the yellow, that more or less yellow color around it. And then E and F are the top and bottom, and these I believe are only pipes that can connect with. I don't believe you can transfer mesecon signals in and out through those. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the main world, and we'll try to break this, and note that it can't be broken because there are items inside of it. If I go ahead and... Wow, I didn't realize that a diamond pickaxe was going to break a chest so slow. Okay, this is going to take a while. Anyway, once you break everything from outside of a chest, then you can remove it. Oh, man. Oh, that was nice, though. I don't know what happens if there's a person in the chest, or in the area container when you break it. I suppose I should mention how this works. So if you can read the text in the top left corner, my current position is negative 30,000 on the X, 30,000 on the Y, and negative 30,000 on the Z. So basically, it's just putting these containers up at like top of the map. So there's pretty much no chance. What is in here? There's nothing in here. Why can't I break it? Okay, I may have broke that one by putting another area container inside of it. I don't know. Anyway, let's go on to the actual uses. So here you can see we have 3 chests. We have 3 injectors. They are injecting things. I have coal going in there. There's actually 4 injectors. And I have an output here as well. So we got coal going in through there. This one's sending in iron ingots. Or iron lumps, rather, I suppose. These 2 are actually not doing anything because they're empty, so I'll just go ahead and throw some stuff into these, just so we have some materials. There you can see them going to the pipes, into the container. Let's go ahead and jump inside and see what we've got. So coming through the A, we have our steel lumps. Coming through B, there is coal C and D have stuff coming in. You can't see it coming in. E is the top of it, which doesn't have anything connected to it. But yeah, there was still a chest there. And then we have our items going out over here. Now, this is, I don't know if this is a bug. I don't know if this is my error, if this is user error, if this is the fault of the mod. I don't know. So as you can tell, I'm inside of the container here, and I have nothing coming in through these tubes. Now I do have a bunch of steel and copper and coal in this furnace, which this injector is pulling out, sending through these pipes up into the chest over here. This chest has an stackwise filter injector, which I don't know why it's called an injector when it's, I mean, I guess it's injecting into the pipe, but that's neither here nor there. It's pulling stuff out of the chest, throwing it in the pipe, going out to F, right? So, oh, I can't reach that. That's a shame. You have to run all the way around here. All right, so I can go out. Let's take a look at F. We can see coming out of F, we have some steel bits, right? When you look in here, we have 24 steel, 18 copper. All right, and now we notice that there is nothing coming out, right? So we can see that we don't have anything coming out. We have items going in here. So I've got coal, I've got iron lumps, I've got steel ingots. So stuff is going in without any issues, and we come back inside and we see we have a couple items there. Our furnace is still empty, and now we've got something in it. I don't know. Basically what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that when you're inside of the chest, it doesn't appear as if items from on the earth, or you know, wherever the area container was placed, it doesn't appear as if items still come into them, and it doesn't appear as if items go out from them when you're not inside of them, which I'm hoping is just user error, because if that's the case, it kind of makes this worthless, honestly. Because say I build this factory to handle all this stuff, right? And then I have in my base, you know, I could have it broken down to, honestly, a chest on top of an area container and a chest below it. I'd probably have to have some injectors as well. And I could just feed everything from a chest into the area container. It could do the sorting, smelting, refining, whatever, send it back out. And I could just take that, sort it at once it comes out, and put it into different chests and storage. But if I have to be inside of here for anything here to function, but I need to be outside of here for anything to come into here, does it actually work? So I don't know. I'm hoping it's just user error and that this actually it actually works how you would expect it to, but I'm not sure. I suppose I could have tried testing in multiplayer and like kept a player down here and then had another player inside so that the blocks would be loaded on both ends, and then maybe it would work. But you'd kind of think if that was necessary, that the area container would just function as an anchor to keep the block loaded. So I'm not sure. I asked on the forum topic about a week prior to recording this video and never got a response. So your mileage may vary. I don't know how well it'll work. Now, obviously, even saying that this portion itself doesn't actually work, you still have this whole thing. So you still could use this and, you know, do walls full of chests in here and put all the sorting stuff in behind it, you know, doing whatever, building a factory in here. And then you just come in with all the items in your inventory, dump them all into a chest that's inside of here, and then it would do all of its stuff. But you would have to stand around inside of the container for all of that stuff to actually process through. So again, your mileage may vary. I can't vouch for anything I just said actually working in practice. In theory, it should all work, but in practice, my what's what I'm looking for? My experiences have not been super great. Hopefully that's just my fault. Hopefully it works perfect for everybody else. It should be noted I am running, you know, a dev build that was built this morning at 4 a.m. So maybe there's fault on my end for that. Maybe it works properly on the latest stable. Don't know. But that is going to wrap up this mod review. Let me know down in the comments if you try it and if it works or doesn't work. And yeah, hopefully you all have better luck with it than I did. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another video, and I will catch you then.